This is the Iowa Weather Report for Thursday, January 15th, 2015. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run at noon today. Still have a slight northwesterly flow, but a ridge is building over the west, and that's going to be slowly moving in our direction. It's going to be warming us up as well. Any systems will be well to our south and to our north and to our west. Highs today will mainly be in the 20s and 30s, maybe a couple lower 40s in our southwestern counties, partly to mostly sunny skies around. If you think that those temperatures are nice, wait till you see Friday's temperatures. Highs will be in the lower 30s in the northeastern counties, but we could see lower 50s in the southwestern counties, especially if we get rid of a lot of the snowpack in those areas. 40s in a good deal of the state. Could squeak out another day in the 30s and 40s on Saturday. However, there'll be more clouds around with the system dropping in from the northwest. That's also going to bring the temperatures back down to near seasonal levels as we head towards Sunday. Can't rule out an isolated flurry or snow shower with that system, but doesn't look to be significant at this point. But as we mentioned, Sunday will be cooler, highs in the 20s, 30s, maybe a 40 near Omaha or out in Nebraska. Could warm up slightly as we move into Monday. Highs still remaining upper 20s to lower middle 30s. Maybe a 40-degree temperature in the southwestern counties, especially with little snowpack that would remain in those areas. Then we go to Tuesday. Still looking mainly near seasonal levels in the middle upper 20s to lower to middle 30s. Maybe a few more clouds around with the disturbance moving into the area. But that quickly moves through the Great Lakes. But the height levels, you can see a lot more blue lines moving south, so we could see temperatures drop more down into the 20s for highs as we move toward the middle of next week. And then looking at Thursday, you can see what's coming. Look at the pattern. It's coming straight from the North Pole, straight across Canada, and right into the plains. That means by the end of next week, we could be back in the deep freeze again. And when we take a look at the surface chart, it looks like an Arctic front's going to try to come crashing in. That could bring us some snow showers there. We'll have to see if that system phases with this one to our south. If it does, we could see a lot more activity toward the end of next week. We'll keep watching it. Going into the extended period on the 25th, well, this looks interesting. A big trough of access over the east. A lot of energy with that system. This is something we're going to have to watch in the coming days. This could bring a big mess across the east. All it would bring around here would be, at this point, would be temperatures near or just maybe a touch below seasonal levels, depending on how much snow we will have on the ground at that point. The end of the forecast, the 29th, pretty much a west-east flow at this point. Disturbance off to our west, we'll have to monitor that as well, but you don't see that big trough that you saw in the last image. So with that, we'd have pretty much a couple of systems, one in the southeast, one moving into the plains, and one out west. But we should also mention this is the new GFS, so there could be some wild swings in this period for the next couple of weeks or maybe a few more months. So we'll see if this continues. Satellite image from last evening, we had that storm over the south and east. It's going to bring some rain across the south. Brought some over Texas. Few clouds moving in through the upper Great Lakes and system just off the west coast. Watch warning map from last evening. They had a little tiny winter weather advisory across the southern part of Missouri, some freezing fog in New Mexico, and some fog across the Central Valley of California. Elsewhere, it was darn quiet at this point. The watch warning, or the QPF chart. Precipitation over the next 5 days through Monday evening at 6 o'clock, showing nothing around here. Some across the south and the east coast. A lot of precipitation out in the Pacific Northwest.